Hello everyone, and welcome to another beer review. See that behind us there, that chair? The way I said you need to do a beer review from that chair, you need to be sitting in that chair and do a beer review. Look at it, for God's sake. I'll fall off the bloody thing, the damn thing's in a fucking spring. Seriously. Aye, watch me. Well, you probably will do, because at some point I'm not going to be allowed to leave here unless I do a beer review from there. So that'll be a complete disaster, so you'll enjoy that one. Right, so today we're actually doing a Baltic porter. Seriously, this is getting great fun, this. And this is from Vadia. And again, it's a local kind of produced Portugal beer. And it's a bitterness of 3, because I've learned all these words. So it's getting, again, it lists a margar, which is bitterness. So it's 3 out of 5. And it also says ideal temperatures between 4 and 7 degrees Celsius. And it does contain gluten, so it needs kind of stuff. So it's brewed in Oliveira de Asmes in Portugal. There you go. So yes, and it's a fresh beer. So it's 7%. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even notice that. 7%. 330 ml, no kind of listing of IBUs or anything like that. But let's crack it open and see what it's like. If you haven't seen any of the other beer reviews I've done so far, I'm on to a winner, seriously. I've not had a bad beer yet. And I'm actually very surprised because I've really been enjoying this. It's been fab. And I was quite surprised at the selection that's been available. Without really trying, seriously. It's kind of fallen into my lap. I'm just going to the local supermarket and yeah, there's a heck of a load of options of, and I was expecting maybe if it was going to be kind of non-lagers, it's going to be more kind of craft IPAs, all these, when you go to our supermarket, you've got all kind of the main kind of, the usual suspects, as I say, and then you get all these other kind of gaudy cans of craft beer, and it's all just IPAs. Look, I can make an IPA, so can I. Oh, I made an IPA too. I've got 5 IPAs. We don't make anything else, but it's like that. Ah, yes, I'm a craft brewer. Oh yeah, what do you make? IPAs. Anything else? No, just we've got 12 IPAs as part of our product lineup. Really? And I thought, well, it's going to be like that, especially when I took a photograph. I took a photograph and put it up saying, there's going to be beer reviews coming from Portugal soon. And I just took a picture, and of course there's some kind of brightly coloured labels and everything else, but they're still normal beers. They're not all IPAs. In fact, quite a lot of them aren't IPAs, and I was quite surprised at that. And I'm thinking, because I thought, right, I'll go there. I've got all these beers, brightly coloured labels, and I'll maybe get 2 or 3 that are kind of, I can review and try and avoid all the other kind of multiple IPAs. And I had to stop because I basically bought 8 straight away. Boom. Thank you very much. And I'm thinking there's still more to go with, so yeah. So let's get this poured and we see where we are. So this is a Baltic porter. There we go. Superb. Look at that. So for people in the podcast, it's a nice dark colour. Really dark, as you can see. Not much coming through. And a nice tanned head. Smell wise. Oh wow, there we go. Oh yeah, we're getting molasses. Boom. No problem at all. We're getting nice kind of molasses or black treacle malt flavours and aromas. Oh yes. All malt, it really is. And not really picking up any hops or any other kind of strange things. And this is nice to have a porter that people are quite happy to brew a porter as a porter. They don't feel they have to add coffee flavours, coffee porters or chocolate porters or coffee chocolate. All this, just tell you what, there's nothing wrong with just doing a porter. A good porter is lovely. And yeah, the only problem is with the temperature. The temperature is about what, 27, 28 just now. And this is the coldest day. Telling you. Needs to be drinking a porter. Thank God there's air conditioning in here. Had to turn it right down and that type of stuff to pretend I was back in the UK. But yeah, let's see what it tastes like. Oh God, seriously. What the hell is going on in this world? I've had to suffer utter piss. If you take the last 12 months, the majority of porters and stouts and everything else have been an absolute effing joke. I'll be totally honest. Bloody dreadful. And then I come to Portugal, and instead of adding stupid flavours and everything else, they brew a nice porter that has these natural kind of tones just coming from the grains and the malts. I mean, and you're sitting there thinking, Jesus, you're adding flavours, whereas if you actually brewed it properly in the UK and actually made it right, you can get these flavours quite easily just by using good quality ingredients and good process. And there you go. I've got to admit, that's probably one of the best porters I've had in a long time, and definitely quite easily between 2024 and 2023, quite easily. Because this actually tastes natural. You know, the little tones of flavours that I'm getting, they've come from the actual ingredients. You haven't added any additional flavours or things like that, adjuncts or anything like that, you know what I mean? So, little hint of coffee there. And it's just sort of a nice little hint. The more kind of what you're getting is a nice kind of chocolatey bitterness there. And yeah, fair play to them. Seriously. 7%, because they know that they've got to brew it to a higher. To get the flavours to develop, they have to have a longer fermentation. They have to take it to a higher one. They have to get a little bit of dryness. But if you've got your good quality ingredients sorted out, the malt will basically take care of that dryness, and you won't actually get the dryness at the end. You'll get the richness. And yeah, from front to back, good quality malt, good level of richness. I really am quite surprised, seriously. This is shocking. I mean, you've seen the videos, me getting pissed off and everything else, and you come to Portugal and you've got local brewers. Instead of, no, let's try and make it fancy, let's just, fuck it, let's just do a good one. Do it properly and see where that takes us. And yeah, fair play to you. You've done it properly with good ingredients, and it's lovely. It really is. I mean, I did a red ale and it was really nice, and I thought that would probably be the best one. And that was a 7.5. 7.5, and I thought that would be the best one out of all the ones I'm going to try while I'm over here. No, this is a good competition. This is a big competition, seriously. It's a race to the top, it's not a race to the bottom. Usually when I'm basically reviewing beers back in the UK, it's a race to the bottom. I'm over here now, I'm drinking better beer than we get at home. Quite a lot of times. I'm going to the supermarket and picking better beer off the shelf than I would be most of the time going to Tesco's or Sainsbury's or Morrison's right now. So what does that tell you? And these are more traditional types from the UK. But when we're trying to kind of be arsey and try to be overly fancy and adding stupid flavours to it and all these other nonsense, they're just saying, well, let's just try and do a good British style porter. And guess what? They have. Flavours. Straight away, start off with lovely malty sour. Lovely malt. You're getting little bits of black treacle there, a little bit of toffee there, a little bit of caramel. And the flavours are so clean that even right from the front of the mouth, you can identify them quite easily. Nice level of sweetness, again, not too sweet. Nice bit of grain, moves onto the mid-tongue, and then just everything just kind of opens out. You know, it's like a flower going from a bud and then opening out into a flower. It's absolutely fabulous. And yeah, the flavours just expand out, and that's where you start getting the levels. And as these kind of levels start to kind of separate more, that's where you start getting little hints of coffee coming from it. Getting This little bit of chocolatey coming through that starts to build up, and that provides your kind of bitterness at the back end of the mid-tongue, moving on to the kind of back of the mouth and the aftertaste. And that's what you're getting, is a nice kind of chocolatey bitterness right at the end. And that's the last flavour that dissipates from the aftertaste. And yeah, seriously, really nice. Seriously, really nice. This is shocking. I did not expect to be drinking beer like this. I honestly did not. This is a complete eye-opener. It really is. And it's also to the point as it highlights the disappointment that some of the piss that we're putting up with right now in the UK. And I honestly, I'll be totally honest, I don't give a fuck right now. People say, oh, this is better than that. No, it fucking isn't. It really isn't. See if anybody comes at me with your fucking Aldi and your M&S and all this other shit. That, oh, it's quite nice and it's lovely. No, fuck it up your arse. Seriously. This is real beer. Brewed the way it should be. With no stupid added kind of adjuncts or flavours and that type of stuff. This is really, honestly, well brewed beer. And it's got the real natural flavours. You don't have to add chocolate. You don't have to add little hints of coffee. The good ingredients and the good process does it by itself. So this is what we're looking at here. I mean, seriously, Christ, I can't believe that I've actually had to come to Portugal and get a better porter than I actually have had in the last year and a half, maybe 2 years, quite easily in the UK. Jesus, what the hell's going on in this world? It's gone mad. But at least this time it's in a good way. My problem is I've still got more beers to review. And I'm going to have to try and find time because I'm going to go back and get more of this stuff because it's really that good. I'm going to go back and get a load of it so I can sit there and drink it at night. Because this is fabulous, it really is. It really is a really nice, and it feels like kind of slightly sticky. It's just so rich, and that kind of stickiness to it, it's lovely. It really is so rich. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I'll be totally honest, I'm absolutely gobsmacked with this one. I mean, Jesus, I thought the Red Hill was fucking good. Christ. And for the price, I mean, this was a $2.49 or two. It wasn't even a $2.79. This was a $2.49, and I'm thinking, what the hell? I'm going to buy more of this. But what would I give it a 10? To be totally honest, this is an 8.5. Quite easily. All day long, 8.5. Tell you, get yourself over to blooming Portugal. Get yourself to the local supermarket. Get yourself a few bottles of this. If you're into porters and darker beers like that, stouts, porters, get over here and try some of this, and then you'll know exactly where I'm coming from. You'll taste it, you're thinking, seriously? Am I in fucking Portugal? I mean, seriously. Yeah, 8.5. Really shocking. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. Seriously. 8.5 out of 10, 7%, 330ml bottle. And it's as rich as the day is long, and it's got all the flavours there, but they're all beautifully natural. Really is. Fair play to these guys. Seriously, fair play. That is lovely. Even in this weather, in this temperature. I'm at a loss. I really am. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's a crazy world, this, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Cheers, and bye for now.